had a lot going on. Yeah, man. I know that, Essence Weekend is that time where people just, they just jam pack their weekend and they got a lot going on. Not just about Essence, but because it's the 4th of July weekend, also a lot of festivities and things people have going on. And so I really, really hope you had a great weekend this weekend. Man, my weekend was super packed, y'all. I had a list of kind of like things I had to complete, things that came up that I needed to get done. And then on Saturday, well, 4th of July day, I got up that morning and did some barbecuing, did some smoking some hamburgers, and then Saturday afternoon I went at it again, y'all. Saturday afternoon I went at it again. I put some baby backs on the smoker and did some baby backs. Came out really good. But my weekend was packed. So yesterday, when I got home from church kind of late, maybe about 3, 4 o'clock. I got on the sofa and y'all, after I woke up, I would just watch TV. I just watched TV, so I had a chance to rest. What's up over on the conference line, 5825, Sister DeQuana, how you doing? What's up, Elder Dexter over on Facebook? Hey, what's up? What's up, Keisha over on YouTube? Thank y'all for joining me. What's up, brother Norman? Hey, Sister Nadia, how you doing? Missed you on yesterday. What's up, brother George? What's going on, man? How you doing this morning? Look, we're gonna get started in just a minute. We're gonna need a few note takers for it, so I can put some things in the notes. What's up, Sister Darlika? How are you this morning? 5606 on our conference line. Hey, T. Good morning to you. Sister Magruder, I hope all is well. Hey, Sister Rhonda, what's up, Sister Rhonda? That's my neighbor, y'all. She good people, man. She good people. She fam. So we're going to get it cranked up. We're going to get it started. I'm going to get my time started because I don't want to belabor the day. I know many of y'all, like I say, have a lot going on, and I just want to make sure I maximize your time, if that's okay. But what I need y'all to do, those of you on Facebook, man, tap somebody in, share your post. If you are on YouTube, then just help us out by typing in the comment section, or call somebody, text somebody, tell them, hey man, get on with Pastor D. 10-minute tune-up, get your week off to a great start. If you're on the conference line, man, why don't you call somebody and put them on three-way. Y'all know how we used to do it. What's up, Sister Yolanda? Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to get my time started. And then after I get my time started, we're going to get it going. Hey, Sister Judy, how you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. All right, so let's get it going. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you about. I got 7 things for you guys to consider on this week. 7 things I need you to consider, and I need you to really take today as you bring these 7 things into your mind space. I want you to begin to craft a way for you to accomplish these 7 things that I want to talk to you about, because what I'm endeavoring to do is to help you preemptively plan a very exciting and a optimal week. That's what I'm hoping this is going to do, and I know it'll do it if you begin to cultivate a consciousness for it, right? And so these 7 things that we're going to discuss today are things that is very accomplishable. I know you can do them. I know you have the wherewithal to make them happen. You just got to be intentional about it. You got to be intentional about it, because that's the only way things happen. Things that, Apostle Hilliard said something, have a saying, things don't just happen, they must be planned. And that's true. Sometimes in life we have this common this common thought that all I got to do is just live, and things are gonna transpire. It's gonna happen exactly the way I want it to happen, when in actuality things must be planned. You plan your vacation, you plan your dinners, your meals, you plan sometimes your day. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go do this before you do it. So that's a sense of planning. And so things don't just happen. You must plan them in order for them to be accomplished. And so these 7 things that I want you to begin to consider or put on your mind, I believe is going to be a plan, if you will, for having an amazing week and having an amazing month and an amazing summer. So let's start off with this, something that I think sometimes we don't give a whole lot of credit to, which is obstacles. And it's not so much the obstacles, because obstacles come, but how do you handle those obstacles when things come that look like it's trying to preclude you from going further or to achieve? How do you handle those obstacles? Do not allow obstacles to deflate your enthusiasm for and your excitement for winning. No, the obstacles are going to come. You're going to have some challenges. We all have those challenges. And when obstacles appear, sometimes it has a way of deflating us and saying, oh my God, here go another one. Now you're down. No, okay. I'm not saying that you get to, oh, here's an obstacle. Yeah. Well, James says, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations. I'm not saying that you every time you run into an obstacle, you're supposed to start drinking lemonade and sipping on mint juleps. Now, I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that don't allow obstacles that arise and to come up to hinder your ability to be able to still have a great week, because that don't mean that the week is all lost. That don't mean the day is all lost because you have an obstacle. Here's the second thing is overcoming. Make sure that your consciousness is to overcome the obstacle. Don't give in to it. Don't give in to the obstacle. Don't give in to the things that may not be all positive in your life. Don't give in to it. Don't succumb. Don't surrender to it. Don't say, oh, okay, I got this going on, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let things be. No, don't surrender. Oh, but here's the thing with overcoming. Overcoming is just not a thing. It's how you overcome, right? And that matters. That matters in just about everything, right? So overcoming is really important, and not just overcoming, but how do I overcome? How do I overcome? Do I overcome with a sense of regret? Do I overcome with a sense of embarrassment? Do I overcome with a sense of defeat? No, I'm going to overcome like I know I'm supposed to, right? I'm not surprised when I overcome. I overcome with a sense of awareness that, man, I'm going to come out of this thing, whatever it is, whatever challenge that I'm faced with, I'm going to overcome. Why? Because I am an overcomer. God has made me a conqueror. I'm an overcomer. I overcome obstacles. I win battles. That's what I do. That y'all look. Somebody need to put in the chat. I'm built to overcome. Yeah, I'm built for this, man. I'm built for overcoming. Yeah. So it's not just overcoming, but it's how you overcome. Overcoming with confidence. Yeah. I'm coming out this thing and I'm coming out with pure gold. I'm coming out with a win. I'm coming out unscathed. I'm not going to be wounded and damaged as I come out. No, I'm going to get out of this thing. But then here's the third thing. The third thing is you got to obligate yourself. Obligate yourself to being a winner. Obligate yourself to overcoming. I'm gonna obligate myself. I'm just not gonna have a week. No, I'm obligating myself to have a great week. But I gotta be intentional about it. I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that I have this great week. I gotta do it. I gotta obligate myself to do it. Ain't nobody else gonna do it, y'all. I'm telling you. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody else gonna make sure you have a great week. Ain't nobody gonna make sure that you win. And there's nobody else coming to your rescue. You got to obligate yourself to do it. I'm going to obligate me to have the best week that I could actually have. I'm going to obligate myself to having an amazing rest of the summer. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to obligate myself to do it. Yeah, I'm going to obligate myself to do it. And when I obligate myself to doing that, then I put steps in place to make sure that it happens. It's only when you take yourself out of the mix and put yourself subject to the whims of someone else or just the whims of life, that things occur, and you're subject to those things. And for some reason, when we become subject to things that we put in somebody else's care, we have an attitude when it don't work out. You can't have an attitude when things don't work out when you have not obligated yourself to yourself. Yeah, I gotta obligate me to make sure things work out for me. I can't put that pressure on nobody else. I gotta push it on me. All right. And here's the fourth thing. The fourth thing is that I'm looking for opportunities, and I'm gonna take advantage of every opportunity that I find. Yeah, I'm looking for opportunities, and I'm gonna take advantage of every opportunity I find. And I'm not talking about large opportunities. I'm talking about even small opportunities. I'm gonna take advantage of every opportunity I can. Yeah. Look, let me give y'all a small example. Yesterday I stopped at a service station, to get something to drink. I wanted some water. I went into the store, and I was picking up the bottle of water, and then I looked at the sign, and I only needed one bottle. I looked at the sign, and the sign said this particular bottle is normally $2.70 something for the bottle of water. And they say if you buy two, you get them two for $3. I say, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I got to take advantage of this. I don't need 2 bottles of water, but I'm going to get 2 bottles. Why? Because look at this opportunity I'm getting. I'm saving almost $1 and something, and I can hold this water because I drink water all the time. I'm not a big soda drinker. If you see me drink a soda, it's probably on an occasion or something like that. That's not my go-to. So in other words, what I'm saying is you got to take advantage of every opportunity that's presented, and you look for opportunities. Here is the fifth thing is that I have an objective. I have an objective. After I've obligated myself to have a great week, I know my objective is to have a great week. What is my objective this week? At the end of the week, I'm going to have more good days than bad days. And that's on me. At the end of the week, we're going to take this thing a week at a time. We ain't looking at the whole summer. I know I said something about the whole summer. No, at the end of the week, I'm going to have more good days than I'm going to have bad days. That's my objective, right? I'm going to have, if today ends up being, which is the day is going to be a great day for everybody, but if it does, my objective is to make Tuesday better than Monday. And then when I get to Wednesday, I got to make Wednesday better than Tuesday. And then when I get to Thursday, y'all know what I'm going to do Thursday. I'm going to make Thursday pop. It's going to be way better than Wednesday, so I have an objective. My objective is to have more great days than I have bad days. Here's my sixth thing. My sixth thing that I want you to consider on this week is your outlook. How do you see the week? If you go into the week looking down, I know some of y'all, man, y'all got a lot of stuff going on. When I talk to some of y'all and y'all tell me about your schedule and your agendas, and I'm like, oh wow, they got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. But even though you have a lot going on, what's your outlook about it? Okay, I got a lot going on, but I'm gonna knock this stuff out, man. I am gonna definitely, man. I got a lot going on, and I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I got a lot going on, and man, I can't wait to get at it. Yeah, I'm not dredging it. I'm not feeling down about it. No, I got a lot going on, so I'm excited about it. Yeah, my outlook is I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for it. Yeah. And here's the seventh thing. Here's the seventh thing I want you to consider. The seventh thing I want you to consider is let this week be a week of optimism. I'm optimistic about this week. Yeah, I just have a sense in me that God is going to do something super amazing in my life. I don't know what it is, because that's not how faith is. Faith doesn't paint the picture. I'm not the Picasso of my life. God is, right? And so I anticipate some great things God is going to do for me on this particular week. I'm optimistic about this week. I'm optimistic that this week is going to bring me in some success. I'm optimistic about this week. This week, I don't know where it's coming from, but I know this week is going to be a prosperous week. I'm just optimistic. I gotta be optimistic about this week. Yeah, y'all. This week is going to be an amazing week. I got to be optimistic about it. Yeah. So I'm not going into it with dredge and despair. I'm going into it looking at, man, this is gonna be a good one, y'all. I'm fired up about this week. Why? Because it's gonna be a good one. I'm optimistic about it. Now, last week may not have been as good as I wanted to be. And listen, even if last week was amazing, look, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Even if last week was amazing, that doesn't have anything to do with this one. No, it has nothing to do. So I'm super optimistic about this particular week. And I had some things last week. I'm looking at it. I'm saying, okay, man, wow, this happened. Okay, that happened. Okay, so those things are behind me. So this week is going to be super optimistic. So I'm going to rehearse really quickly. I'm not going to elaborate, but I got to give you these 7 things. Number 1. Okay, you're gonna have some obstacles. You got to be ready to get over them. It's how you look at your obstacles, how you handle your obstacles. Number 2, you got to overcome. I am an overcomer. I'm gonna get through all of the things that I face, and I'm gonna do it with poise. I'm gonna do it with poise. I'm gonna obligate myself to have a great week. I'm looking for opportunities. Yeah, I'm looking for opportunities. I have an objective. My objective is to have more good days than I have bad days. Then my outlook is gonna be amazing about what's gonna occur, and then I'm optimistic that this week is gonna be the best week that I ever have. Okay, y'all. I love y'all, man. Have a great Monday. And a super exciting week. Yeah, let's have a super exciting week. So thank you once again for joining me for the 10-minute tune-up. This is Pastor Nelson Dexter Jr. I love you, and I'll be seeing y'all again on the other side. All right, y'all. God bless you.